here we go again. More crap, bullshit, horrible designs from the probably worst reboot I have seen since Star Trek Discovery, which kind of is a reboot. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a reboot. Oh my god, really? This is what we're going with for Spinnerella. This is really what we're going with. Not only, all right. Not only she's the controller of wind and air, so okay. all right. First off, elephant in the room. I know, coming from a chubby girl, I can say that, right? Also, she probably outweighs me by about 100 pounds. So before you get your fat girl calling a girl fat, yeah, there's a difference between being realistically chubby and having some serious morbid obesity problems, right? So the other thing, it looks like her neck is like proportioned to a skinny woman. Like a super skinny woman. Chubby girls don't have skinny women necks and then they balloon out, right? So that's the other obvious crazy. Yeah, oh my god. It's like what you want her to be pretty and have a slim neck, but you also want to have this positive body image of heavy girls, which is fine, but here's the thing. It looks like shit artistically because you're trying to have your cake and eat it too. Not only that, this is Spinnerella, controller of wind and air. Let the, 5th grade level jokes commence, which I'm already seeing on Twitter. And we're going to quote some of those, right? But this is, she controls air and wind, right? So let me do this live for you guys. Let me go through. Somebody actually was awesome enough to put a side-by-side comparison here. We will just show you side-by-side. So what she's supposed to look like, and then what this new diversity stunt sort of She-Ra crap is pulling, and I use that term like diversity and all these things because I use it sarcastically because I've made videos on the writers' room for the She-Ra show. It's a bunch of white women who all are probably look closer to me than they look like, the characters in She-Ra. Sure, it's fine. Oh my god. Like really, this is what we're going with. This is what we're going with. I can't imagine why this. Who said this was okay? Who said this was fine? What's wrong with this one? She has broad muscular shoulders, a muscular neck. This girl has a skinnier neck than the muscly woman. For crying out loud. The muscly version from the 80s is more authentic to what a physically fit. Have you ever watched Olympic swimmers? Women who are swimmers for the Olympics and women who are athletes? They have broad shoulders. They have thicker more muscular necks because they're muscular. They can kick ass. This girl will take 2 steps and fall on her ass. Or her face. Oh my god. I don't get why. Why do we do this? So, let me give you the credit where credit's due here. I'm gonna go ahead and show the tweet, the full screen tweet here. So this is from Pele Creepy. I hope I'm saying your name right. Yeah, the Netflix, she released the redesign for Spinnerella. Can you tell the difference between the new and old designs? Yes, we all can. We absolutely all can. So here, we even have Dan Solo fixing it here, because if you see, well, here, Spinnerella, She-Ra, Princess of Power. Here's some official artwork. Again, her neck is way too skinny. Her face is too skinny for her body type. Girls that weigh this much don't have skinny faces, usually. Most of the time, they don't. So she's really unproportionate. Her hands are very unproportionate to her body. Again, these are, and her feet look like just proportion-wise. She's all over the place. Her skills, here's a much clearer image of this. Controls air and wind, creates a cyclone by spinning. She would not be able to spin quick enough to create a cyclone. I'm sorry, not in this body type. You do not be able to spin that quickly. And her allegiance is the rebellion, because Star Wars. So of course here he fixed it and he put on some more realism. Spinnerella is not tied to a specific kingdom, but she's always been a staunch ally for the rebellion. By spinning, she can create cyclones and wind to blow the enemies away. She usually has a kind of loving nature, but she can go from a gentle breeze to a mighty storm in a heartbeat. Her skills: eats everything, resist health, allegiance, diabetes club. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. This is not positive body type. Seriously. We don't want to promote women and encourage morbid obesity. You know, there's nothing wrong with a normal size, healthy-ish woman, because, you know, I can lose a few pounds. I know, I'm not stupid. I know I can lose a few pounds. I'm not that huge. Like, I can fit in a gaming chair with room to spare, right? So when I see this, it makes me sad that it is that Cosmopolitan cover all over again with Tess, what's her name, where they're going from one extreme skinny to extremely morbidly obese. For what? You're trying to appease people. You know, that's not healthy either. That's no more healthy than a 90-pound woman who is 6 feet tall. You know, having a 6 foot tall 400-pound woman is more healthy. And, you know, this girl, she probably looks like this Spinnerella, their new character. She probably looks like she's in the 270s, 275 range, right? That's not healthy either. You're going to have all kinds of health issues. Why are you doing this? You know, if you want to have a little bit of chub on the girl, if you want to give her some realistic muscly proportions, there are girls out there who are realistic and muscular that you could base these characters off of. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. You know, we're going to have all of these. We're going to have the 5th grade level fart jokes. You know, her power is the wind because she eats 50 burritos and cuts one. You know, that we're going to have that sort of. Did these girls never, like Noelle Stevenson, did she never go to school? When I was a kid in the 80s. We were stupid. We were assholes. I get it. We were jerks. Kids are jerks. You know, that's a huge important thing to remember. Kids are jerks. Kids are going to see this and they're going to make fat girl jokes about it. They're going to say, "Oh, her power is the wind. She has farts." That is what they're going to say. Kids are assholes. Kids don't know anything. Kids will tease and taunt and point out that this girl is huge and fat. Like, I have kids on my channel who've pointed stuff out to me, too. It's like, no shit. I know. I have a mirror. I have a camera. I can see myself right now. When you have a character like this, and you're trying to promote positive body imagery, it's like you're taunting people. Like, I dare you to make fun of her so we can call you names. You know, oh, I dare you to so we can call you fat shamers or whatever. You're trying to have too skinny of a neck on this girl. You have too skinny of a face, too skinny of fingers. Her body proportion is all out of whack because you guys are crap at drawing people. All right, I've said it time and time again with She-Ra. You guys draw these characters that look androgynous, that are disproportionate. You animate every third instead of every frame. You guys are not doing a good job on She-Ra. You know, and here's a let me bring up an article from Bounding Into Comics while I have you guys here. I'm not going to read the whole article for you guys, but, you know, shout out to Bounding Into Comics. So, Netflix She-Ra and the Princess of Power releases new design for Spinnerella, and fans hate it. Yes, they do. And shout out John F. Trent for calling it and telling it like it is, right? Netflix's She-Ra and the Princess of Power showrunner Noelle Stevenson recently released their redesign for Spinnerella, and the fans are not taking to it at all. Here's the new redesign. Yeah, you know, I gotta see what their actual Twitter is saying. Bringing back in a positive way. Okay, so yeah, you don't count. Your opinion doesn't count. Dan Solo, thank you. Oh my god, I'm just reading. Yeah, Spinnerella. People are laughing. Is he just laughing? Gorgeous, love the color scheme. Yeah, so they're probably deleting. Yeah, Spinnerella needs to go to spin class. Yeah. Women with different body types, is it finally possible? Well, no, she's too big to be a Spinnerella. Yeah, it looks like they're probably getting rid of some of the more negative ones. It looks like they're probably getting rid of some of the more negative ones. You know damn well those people aren't going to watch the show. Yes, and here we go. Haley creepy again. Awesome. Yeah. Oh, and thank you so much, Josh, the amazing animator, another awesome person on Twitter. I'm noticing a pattern. They seem to be more than happy to give them fat bodies, but refuse to give them similarly fat faces. And Nerd Wonder says, I don't mean to be rude, but the revamp has a body of a husky build, but her neck and head is of a thin lady. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what I said. I haven't read this article yet. I just pulled it up for you guys. And if you want to go ahead and give this guy a click, absolutely do. I will link this article in the description. Man, I'm kind of happy. Normally when I don't read the articles in advance, I usually have to do another take. No, I'm fine. I'm fine with this take, I think. What do you guys think? Am I being a little unfair on this, or are they trying a little too hard to give a reason for people to criticize? Because that's what it seems like. They're making these horribly, atrociously bad designs on purpose so they can call us names and say, oh, you're just a fat shamer. Because that seems to be the trend. That, you mark my words, that'll be the next thing that comes out of these people's mouths. What are your thoughts? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Are you guys even gonna watch this new She-Ra? Because I might be tempted to. I mean, I know it's gonna happen during the move. As you can see, boxes everywhere, and my room is still in disarray here in my office. I might do some sort of vlog from the road or something if this drops while I'm driving. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm MechaRandom42. I have Twitter, Patreon. I upload videos pretty much every day. I do a lot of live streams. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next live stream or video. Bye!